To conduct this program, I invite our MC, Ms. Daisy Stephen. Please come forward. കേരള സെന്ററിന്റെ സ്ഥാപകനായിരുന്ന E.M. സ്റ്റീഫന്റെ അരുമ മോളാണ്.
It is my honor to welcome you to the Kerala Center. My name is Daisy Stephen Paramble, and I have the honor of being your MC for this evening, as well as being a member of the awards committee. And I can say that this year we have chosen a very elite group of Malayalis, and I'm so happy that you are all here so that we as a community can recognize them together. I think it is one of the highest honors that you can have by being recognized by your own community. And so the Kerala Center has been doing this for, I believe, 31 years. Pretty crazy, right? 31 years. It's a great achievement. And for those of you who are new to the Kerala Center is a different organization. It is one that was created where someone had a vision that all of us as Malayalis can come together as a community, regardless of creed, caste, or religion, where we all come together simply as Malayalis. And so we recognize each other because the reality is that your greatness is not what you have. Your greatness is what you give. And we, as a community, are more powerful when we empower each other. And so I'm so excited that we could celebrate people in our community who have achieved great levels of success in the areas of legal service, entrepreneurship, literature, medicine, community service, nursing, media, and journalism tonight. That's pretty incredible, right? I'm always very biased in the sense that I say that we as Malayalis achieve a lot. And we are very hardworking, dedicated, loyal people. We give back to our community as much as we love our families. We love who we are and where we are from. But today, in this world, we know that although we sit here tonight, where we can celebrate each other as a community, on the other side of the world, there are people who are in turmoil. And so as much and as proud as we are as a community to always be proud of where we are from, let's remember that our birthplace is Earth, our race is human, our politics are freedom, our religion is love, and gender equality. And let us move forward as that in our days and our lives. And as we work within our community, remember in the end, we all are one, which is the mission of Kerala Center. So, to start our program tonight, I would like to welcome to sing the national anthem, both the American and Indian national anthem. So I please invite you to stand.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night तब शुभ नामे जाहे, तब शुभ आशीष माहे, गाहे तब जय गाथा, जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
So as I had mentioned, the Kerala Center has functioned with a different mission than the other, I believe, Malayali organizations that we are all part of. And in doing so, for the past over 30 years, they have really pushed forward to ensure that we are continuing our traditions, continuing our Malayali language, dance, the arts, all of our traditions on not only for us, but to the next generation and so forth. And so I have had a very unique perspective to the Kerala Center as I was there from its inception to what it is today. And it has been a beautiful ride, and it continues to be so as the leaders of the current Kerala Center continue to push that mission, and they are doing new things with social daycare, with programs, with a beautiful library, and they continue to do their mission today. So I'm happy that you're all here and can be part of this tonight and be part of this amazing organization. And as such, I would like to invite the current Kerala Center President, Mr. Alex Esteban, to deliver his welcome address.
Ellavarkum namaskaram. Honorable Senator Kevin Thomas, Legislature Carrie Solanges, distinguished awardees, past awardees, leaders of various associations, families and friends. Thank you all for coming to this magnificent event. Hope you had a good time so far and would enjoy the rest of the program. This is our 31st annual award dinner. Kerala Center has been doing this every year since its inauguration in 1992 by our beloved Malayalam singer K.J. Yeshudas and P.K. Vasudevan Nair, the then Chief Minister of Kerala. Through these annual awards, we recognize our best and brightest and those who serve our society selflessly. We are doing it to inspire everyone to do better and motivate our future generation to better than us. A few decades ago, Indian Americans were rarely in leadership positions, but today we are everywhere. Indian Americans are CEOs of major corporations like Google, Microsoft, IBM, FedEx and many more. We are very close to the White House. We are top leaders in many fields, and this should be a satisfactory moment for many of our pioneers like Dr. Thomas Abraham, our Board of Trustee Chairman, and E.M. Stephen, our founder, who worked so hard to see such results. Kerala Center എല്ലാവരെയും ഉൾക്കൊള്ളുന്ന ഒരു സംഘടനയാണ്. എല്ലാവരുടെയും പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് മലയാളി സമൂഹത്തിൻ്റെ സമഗ്രമായ പുരോഗതിക്ക് വേണ്ടി പ്രവർത്തിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്ന ഒരു സ്ഥാപനമാണിത്. സമൂഹത്തിലെ വേദന അനുഭവിക്കുന്ന സഹോദരങ്ങളുടെ കണ്ണീരൊപ്പാൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്ന, അവർക്ക് ഒരു കൈത്താങ്ങാൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്ന ഒരു പ്രസ്ഥാനമാണ് കേരള സെന്റർ. അതിനെ എല്ലാവരെയും പ്രേരിപ്പിക്കുന്ന ഒരു സംഘടനയാണ്. മാനവ സേവ മാധവ സേവ എന്ന് വിശ്വസിക്കുന്ന, ഭാരതീയ ദർശനത്തിൽ വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നതാണ് ഈ പ്രസ്ഥാനം. ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ ആദരിക്കുന്നവരും അങ്ങനെ തന്നെയെന്ന് ഞാൻ വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നു. തങ്ങളുടെ തൊഴിൽ മേഖലകളിൽ അവർ കൂടുതൽ ഉന്നത നിലകളിൽ എത്തട്ടെ എന്ന് ഞാൻ ആശംസിക്കുന്നു. കൂടുതൽ മാനവ സേവ ചെയ്യുവാൻ ഈ അവാർഡുകൾ എല്ലാവർക്കും പ്രേരകമാകട്ടെ എന്ന് ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ ഞങ്ങൾ കൃതാർത്ഥരായി. Now let me do my duty of welcoming all of you to this function. We have our Senator Kevin Thomas is on the way. When he comes, we will again welcome him. He is the first Malayali senator from New York. He will be our congressman next year. First Malayali congressman from New York. Welcome Honorable Senator Kevin Thomas to this award ceremony. We have our legislature Carrie Solanges with us. He is the legislature from this area. He is running again this year. I welcome my friend legislature Solanges to this ceremony. His sister Mikhail Solanges is our assembly member. I have a good news to announce. She has nominated and the state has awarded a grant of $125,000 to the Kerala Center for next year. Please convey our gratitude and appreciation to her. We have received a grant of $100,000 this year and we are innovating the facility with that grant. Congratulations to all our honorees and I welcome all our distinguished awardees, their spouses and their families to this ceremony. I see my many past awardees in this audience. I welcome you all. I see many association leaders here. Former President Dr. Jacob Thomas, National Leader Saji Abraham, New York Metro Region Vice President Paul Jose, Overseas Congress Leader and next Pakana President Leela Marriott, Pioneer Club President Jody Zakaria, and C.B. David of Kalavedi, Manohar Thomas of Sargavedi, and Goddesson Varghese of Valkanadi, and Ajit Abraham. Some of them are here, they will come. I think I welcome you all to this function. I acknowledge the presence of Dr. M. Prakash Sharma from Hyderabad here, and I welcome you. Next, I welcome all my dear families and friends to this award ceremony. Lastly, I want to thank you and welcome all our sponsors. Mega sponsor Abraham Philip, John and Gracie Paul, sponsors Sony Varghese of SKV Construction, Steve and Sharon of Island Day Center. They are providing social daycare services to our seniors at the Kerala Center. Realtor George Kottaram, Shaili Naik, Cotillion Restaurant, Kerala Kitchen and Mint Dental. I am so grateful to Dr. Muhammad Majid, the founding Grand Patron of Kerala Center, for his continued and generous support. Once again, I welcome all of you to the 31st Annual Award Dinner, a celebration of excellence and service. Thank you.
So, vision is the art of seeing what is invisible to others, right? And so when the inception or the idea of the Kerala Center came to the head of Mr. Ian Stephen, it was a vision that was not really there before, because every other organization has a very specific focus, whether it be what church you go to or temple or where you're from or whatnot, but this was a very different idea. And so to get the community to buy into this vision was a difficult one when you have something new, right? And it required him to really convince people in the Malayali community, like, yes, it makes sense. give us your money because we're going to create something very special. And in doing so, his dream was to make sure that we had a community center. And he found this building, which you wouldn't believe was actually a YMCA building. And when he walked in here, what you're sitting on was actually a swimming pool. So you had to really have a specific vision to be able to think, I could turn this swimming pool into the Kerala Center. And how far it has come. You're sitting in a beautiful building that has hosted multiple programs, cultural, traditions, and furthered the growth of our children and our community and the next generation. And with some really hard work and some great community support, we are now in receipt of the grant and are going to make this space even more beautiful so that for years to come we can continue to carry on this tradition. And so next, I want to invite someone to the stage who honestly needs no introduction. He is globally recognized and a pioneer in our community. Dr. Thomas Abraham, who is the Board of Trustee Chairman and Award Committee member, and he's going to be introducing some of our honored guests, including Carrie Solage. Yeah.
Distinguished guests, my colleagues from Kerala Center, ladies and gentlemen, good evening, namaskaram. It is wonderful to have you all this evening for Kerala Center's most important event, the annual awards, where we honor the outstanding achievers and those who contributed to our community and society at large. In the last 31 years, Kerala Center has honored close to 200 achievers from different fields. And today, we are adding 8 more achievers to this list. And I congratulate all awardees for this evening. A few words about the Kerala Center. As already Daisy mentioned, the idea of Kerala Center as a non-religious secular institution was floated by our founder president, Mr. E.M. Stephen. As Daisy mentioned, this was a swimming pool. It was a 20 feet deep pool. And Stephen had to convince everybody that we can make this as a center and an institution. In fact, Daisy mentioned about some of the things which have evolved out of Kerala Center. Our own group, Global Organization of People of Indian Origin, for which I serve as its chairman, we had many meetings here only. We in fact became a supporter of Kerala Center, so we could use the facility to many of our board meetings and other activities. In the year 2000, rather 1999, we had a meeting where we had a program for the senior citizens, and that conference evolved as National Indian American Association for Senior Citizens. In the year 2000, we had a meeting of all the community service providers at the Kerala Center, which evolved as South Asian Council for Social Services, which is a very big institution in the New York area, located in Flushing near the Hindu temples and the community living around a large number, which has become a big institution, and the New York City has also supported. They just bought a building for $3.5 million. And they have so many array of services, about 25 people working there. So this all evolved out of the Kerala Center. So I had the opportunity to work with Mrs. E.M. Stephen from day one. And at this time, I would like to recognize some of the contribution of our past presidents. Of course, Stephen was our first founder president, Dr. Sridhar Kavil, Mr. Andrew Papachan, I see him here. Can you please take a bow? Jose Chuma, Thambi Thalappillil, and now of course it is ably managed by our current president, Alex Esteban. I also want to mention the founder grand patrons, Sridhar Menon, Dilip Burgess, late T.P. Menon, the late Kurian Chako, and Dr. Mohammed Bajiz. And of course all our board of trustees who have contributed substantially for the Kerala Center. And if you are not a member, I request that you consider becoming a member. You will enjoy, you are supporting an institution which does variety of services to the community, not only Kerala community, but even the Indian community. Even if you are out of town, you can still be involved. Whenever we have some Zoom meetings and whenever we have program, you can come down to the Kerala Center. So I request that you consider becoming a member of the Kerala Center. It's a member-supported organization. At this time, it is my honor to invite one of our legislators who is present here, Mr. Carey Solagas. Carey, would you please join me and say a few words of greetings?